What's up, it's Jim from All Point Samples, and in this video I'm gonna show you how you make uptempo kicks 100% from scratch, only using FL Studio stock plugins. I guarantee with this method you can spit out a ton of different kicks. The project file and some extra freebies you can download 100% for free with the link below. Let's get right into it. First we're gonna use Citrus, and we're in 200 BPM. Let's put down a note in F1. And place that in our playlist right here. Now we go to Citrus, click on presets and click on default. All you have to do is go to operator 2 right here, enable the out, and change this to 8x. This is going to make it 2 octaves higher than operator 1. Now you change both of these to a saw wave right here. And the reason we put this saw wave 2 octaves higher is because we add overtones. Look at the EQ here. Without, with. So route this to the mixer. Now we can start adding effects. First add an EQ and then add a wave shaper. All the way so we have maximum distortion. Now just boost the fundamental bass frequency. Don't worry too much about how this sounds yet. We also want to boost something like the mid/high mids. Perfect. Let's open another EQ and another wave shaper and just boost it again. And the first thing you want to do is use the low shelf and make it go up and down. All you have to do is just right click this here and create an automation clip. And you can just make this go down, up and down again. I just do the full range like this because I can double click this and change the range right here, which basically goes like it can never go over a certain amount. We'll get back into this later. Now you can just boost the frequency and scroll on it to change the slope and make it very narrow and just boost a prominent sort of clean frequency. Let's go for this one. We're gonna need another EQ, so open another EQ. And as you can see, that one frequency is boosted a lot. And you want to boost it again, but in this case, take this down and automate it again, and then boost it like this, which will basically boost a punchy frequency, sort of. This will really help us sort of boost that frequency in the punch and then go like, hey, maybe we want to have it open up during the kick again. This is perfect for now. So at this point you can hear it's pretty muddy and not good yet. And what you can just do is kind of compensate with the right amount of bass. You can hear how it kind of like cleans up the kick because it takes down the resonancy of those peaks here. You don't want that, you want sort of this. Now we're gonna add this sort of final stage, which is simply an EQ and a soft clipper. If you boost the bass in front of a soft clipper, it kind of like squashes up the kick. It sort of makes it like finalized. Listen to this. Before, after. You can also remove a little bit of the low, mid/bass and boost a little bit of the highs. This setup in front of a soft clipper will kind of always, I'm not saying you always add it, but it's a very, very good thing to do to clean up the finals in your kick. Now, until this point, it sounds pretty simple and like nothing complex really. But here's the secret sauce, okay? All you have to do is open Distructor. If you go to more plugins, this screen will open up and you can just find Distructor, which is a very good distortion plugin with distortion, filter, chorus, and speaker. So you can just go to presets and empty this up. Once you have emptied this up, you can think about where you want to put this. There are sort of 3 stages of distortion. The first one is kind of like boosting the bass in the mids and then getting that sort of simple uptempo crunch, right? The second stage kind of adds the harmonics and the bass boost that moves the kick. And the final stage cleans it up. The best place to put this is somewhere in the second stage right here. And we'll play around with the position later. But you could add a speaker or a cabinet, sort of, and this adds a stereo effect. And it's definitely not good yet, so we take down the mix first of all. And we will need another plugin. You can open the patcher, and in the presets you'll find a mid-side EQ. It will split up the signal into the side and the mids. And if you would take Pro Q, you could just put it on the side and then you're done like this, right? And FL Studio doesn't have that in its EQ, so you use the patcher right here with the mid-side split. Now you want to put this after the Destructor or before the distortion. We'll check the placement later. Now if you open the patcher with the side and mid EQ and I disable the Destructor, you can see it's purely mid. But if I enable the Destructor with the speaker, we get all this side information. So what you want to do is take this one, type high pass, order steep 8, and just remove a lot of the bass and sub frequencies. Now we can just play around with this speaker right here, and we completely change how the kick sounds because it adds stereo information and that phases differently with each other, and completely changes the kick because it goes through distortion. Let's go with wide for now. Then we could add a filter. And in the filter, you can choose a bunch of different ones. And the ones that are really cool are the comb filters here, the foul, and the phasers. Take the mix down a bit. Now, once you add your distortion, you can go through a bunch of different modes, but one that I really like, for example, is the wave folder, the aperture, the abrasive. The aperture, if I'm even pronouncing it right, adds a lot of like crunch to the sound, especially when you move the asymmetry knob. Now, with this setup right here, by changing the filter, speaker, and the distortion, combined with the change of the peak right here in the EQs in front of the second stage, distortion, you can create a lot of different kicks, because I could move this one to another frequency. Move the second one as well. And then you can play around with frequencies around those peaks. You can clean up the kick more if it's a little bit like high frequency or whatever. Just add more bass. So I think at this point, it's a good idea to walk you through all the things you can change to make different kicks, right? So first of all, go into Citrus and know that operator 2 is the sort of high overtone, right? So we can change the volume of that. Between 0 and 100%. Also know that either 1 or 2, you can change the waveform. from a sine wave to a saw wave. If you use a sine wave, you probably get a little bit more of a cleaner kick because there aren't as many overtones. The second thing is changing the bases and the sort of subtle things in your kick. So instead of moving the very narrow peaks right here, just move slightly the bass and the peaks. Right? You kind of dialed in the final kick, but you're kind of like pushing it into the right direction by changing the bass slightly. Making the peaks different. You can do that at any stage. The third thing is obviously changing the narrow peaks and the locations. Fourth thing is changing the speaker, filter, and distortion modes in Distructor, or stacking them. So we could add another filter and use, for example, a vowel. Let's move this in front of the distortion by clicking here. And take down the mix. Now, the fifth thing that I kind of didn't show you yet is obviously to kind of use another EQ in the second stage right here. You can do this better in Pro Q because it's very narrow and very small differences, but it's a 100% FL Studio only video. So just go around and kind of just boost very small frequencies. Now, if you make a boost like this that's very, very like aggressive and there's a lot of like resonancy, first of all, you probably need to compensate with the bass a bit. But secondarily, once you do this, and this is something you have to do anyways, is route this to another channel right here and then open another EQ and another soft clipper. The soft clipper is simply there to squash it against 0 dB again, clip it, you know, but then you can look at the frequency spectrum and kind of clean it up. As you can see, those peaks that we added are very prominent. So this is sort of like surgically removing a lot of frequencies with an EQ, kind of just cleaning up the kick a little bit more. And what you can do with this cleanup stage as well is obviously open this patcher, the mid-side EQ, and kind of add stereo image by boosting frequencies in the side EQ. I like to remove a little bit of the high frequencies in the side and then maybe boosting the punch. You can find that peak and kind of slightly boost it. Not like this. Something like that, you know? And then the sixth and sort of final thing is obviously playing around with these automation clips. Bouncy kicks would usually look somewhat more like this. And then having that maybe open up like this as well. But it's very resonant right now and sort of squashed, and you don't have those nice resonancies anymore. But it's a pretty like overwhelming kick. It lost that sort of like the beauty of it. So click on the bass control right here and change the range. Obviously, 100% means 100% bass. So if you remove or reduce the max, it kind of takes the bass down more instead of boosting it too much right here. And that allows the mids to breathe a little bit more, which kind of just opens up the kick again. So really play around with these shapes and the other 5 things I showed you as well. And you can kind of make a lot of different kicks just by moving around all these knobs, you know? As you can see, I boosted the main frequency, but then I kind of enhanced it with another frequency too. So you kind of have a punch with 2 frequencies combined. Anyways, there was a lot of information to take in, but with this method, you can just make uptempo kicks only using FL Studio plugins. You can download the project file for free with the link below, alongside some other stuff in the freebie. If you enjoyed this video or you want to see something else in the future, let me know in the comments and subscribe for more videos like this. Thank you for watching. Cheers.